All you just need is a smartphone and internet, and that's all. Thank you very much. So we'll just delve in straight to the main topic for today, which is the secret of auto Fibonacci, a very powerful indicator that if you really understand what it is, wow, you keep smiling with your real Q. I'll share my screen. Okay, someone says, please, I think after the class, after the end of the session, that's when I'll answer some question. Let me quickly share my screen. Coach Mo, can you see my screen?
Yes, it's clear. I can see it.
Yeah,
Now,
it's okay.
now, if you are using RQT MI signal, it gives you and the settings, not just the signal and the settings. You make money uptrend and downtrend. Take note of that. Don't complain. You not start complaining. My coin has not sold. I see some people complaining in the group that my coin has not sold. That you did not say why other is selling, giving you money downtrend. You are just interested in uptrend. You need to understand that anywhere you pick RKTMI signal, it will give you money uptrend and downtrend, provided that you set the robot whether using magic 1, 2, or 3. Now, in our last class, we talked about stochastic RSI, and I want to believe that by now everybody understands stochastic RSI, how to use it. Whether you want to trade in 1 hour, you confirm in 4 hours. You want to trade in 4 hours, you confirm in 1 day. You want to trade in 1 day, you confirm in 1 week. What is the look before you place your trade? Now, we're done with stochastic RSI and how to set it up. The second, where I say if you want to pick, if you are trading in 1 hour, you must ensure that the stochastic is between 0. 3 things have to be, one of the 3. Stochastic should be between 0 and 20, or is pointing up between 0 and 50, or it is touching the green line, which is the buy zone, or which is the buy region, any of the 3. If it has been met, you are good to go for that time frame you want to trade. Then the second condition is to move to the longer time frame, whether 4 hours or 1 day, where it is stochastic. Is it between the 50 and 0 line? Even if it is pointing down, no problem. All you just need to do see is it is between 50 and 0 line. Once you see that, you're good to go. Like in this case now we are done with stochastic. Today's class is also Fibonacci. Now, I'll load the indicator. I go straight to the indicator, my plus sign. Tap on this plus sign if you want to load it. Tap on the plus sign. Search for technicals. You tap on technicals. It's technicals. Then you search for auto Fibonacci retracement. You see it? Auto Fibonacci retracement. This is the indicator here. Auto Fibonacci retracement. You tap on the star in order to start it, then you tap on it once. Tap on this area once. Once you tap on it once, it means it will be loaded on your chart once. If you tap on it twice, it will be loaded on your chart twice, but you tap on it once. That's it. Go back, close, and that's it. You see it on my screen. But if you are just loading this indicator for the first time, yours will not be like this. If you are just looking the indicator, this is not how your own will look like. And if you have tapped on it twice, you see here, you see this thing will appear twice. Or if you want to take one out, you just tap on this area. Tap on it. Once you tap on it, you now tap on this. Once you tap on it, it will disappear. Right? So now I already just tapped on it once. That's why you see it like this. Then you go and tap on the setting icon, this. You tap on it, takes you to this place, then you tap on input. Now what you do is percent, you change it to, you will see yours will show values. Yours will be like values, change it to percent. Here, your own will show left, change it to right if you're just noting it for the first time. Then you scroll everything on your left-hand side. This, everything on your left-hand side. This, took it. You tick everything on your left-hand side. Every box on your left-hand side. Tick everything. If you have done that, this will not be ticked. You tick it. Everything. Everything on your left-hand side. Then on the right-hand side, the only thing you tick is the minus. When I say everything on the left-hand side, I'm referring to this square. This square that you're seeing here. Everything. Yes, I'm referring to this. Tap on everything on the left-hand side. Scroll down. Like that, like that. That's how you tap on it. And that's it. Then on the right-hand side, the only thing you tick is this. This, you look for minus 23, minus 2 point, sorry, minus 0.236. You tap on this area. That's the only square you tap on. That's all. Then you go to style. No, you don't need to go to style. That is enough. Everything is done. Then you come and tap on this. This area, tap on this. Once you tap on it, you tap on save as default. Then you come back and tap on this. Tap on this. Then you scroll down to the end, tap on save. That's all. Tap on save. That's all. Saved. It's already saved. Then you're good to go. Once you've done that, that is all. Now, if you're a newbie that you're just attending this class, if you wondering what is this red color and what is the green? Red stands for sell, green stands for buy. When people are selling a coin, the price starts to go down, right? This is a candle that has a wick. It has wicks and it has a body, right? Now, when people, if you're using any exchange, when people start to use that exchange to sell that particular coin, the price will start to go down. As you can see in this case, it was going up like this here, like this, before it started coming down, because people started studying here. Now, what will you see on this auto Fibonacci? You will see clearly that you have minus 61.8, minus 38.2, minus 23.6, 0, then positive 23.6, 28, 50, 61.8, 78.6, and lastly 100%. These are numbers. Somebody will say, how come do they generate these numbers? We are not in, sometimes, yeah, I could show you. It is gotten from what is called Fibonacci numbers. Now, what are Fibonacci numbers? You see, if you're counting one is a number, right? If you're counting one, add 1 plus 1 will give you 2. 2 plus 1 will give you 3. 3 plus 2 will give you 5. 5 plus 3 will give you 8. 8 plus 5 will give you 13. 13 plus 8 will give you 21. 21 plus 13 will give you 34. 34 plus 21 will give you 56. Now, all these are referred to as Fibonacci numbers. If you're adding, if you want to get the present, you must add it to the previous. Add the number to the previous, gives you the preference. These are called Fibonacci numbers. And when you start saying, okay, if you have reached, and it will continue like that, it continues like that. If you want to get the next time, it becomes 56 plus 34, will give you the next number. So if I decide to stop here at 56, now if I say 56 divided by 34, if I say 56 divided by 56, it gives me 1. 56 divided by 34, it gives me, Coach Mo, 56 divided by 34, what do you get?
It gives, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
1.647.
Sorry, not 56. 34 divided by 56, sorry. 34 divided by 56.
0.607.
0.607, right?
Yes.
0.607. Now, by the time you multiply by 100, what do you get? Multiply by 100 in order to convert it to percentage.
60.71.
That's 61. Am I okay? I wanted to dive in to show you guys how this number is obtained from this Fibonacci number. This is how this number is obtained, but I want to end this class around 10:30. So in order not to waste enough time, maybe some other time would show, maybe in our next class I'll show you guys just to save time. Now, these numbers that you're seeing here, let's just go straight. This number you're seeing here, you can use it to determine if a trend is an uptrend or downtrend. The indicator will help you to interpret, right? It will help you interpret the trend of the candle, whether it's downtrend or uptrend. In our next class, I will show you guys how these numbers are obtained. I just don't want to waste time. Now, once you see 0 at the bottom and 100 at the top, it is a downtrend. It is a downtrend, right? And just to prove it to you, if you look at this chart, you can see that it was coming down from here. From this area, it started coming down. When the price started to fall, they called it downtrend. Now, instead of you to start looking at candle in order to know whether it's downtrend or uptrend, anytime you see 0 at the bottom, 100 at the top, it is a downtrend, right? It is a downtrend. Now, when you see 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom, it is an uptrend. It is an uptrend. This is another example. We just go and check whether this is no. I think Acro has it. Now you see Acro. You see 0, 100 at the bottom, 0 at the top. It is an uptrend. What does it mean? How do you know that? Is the indicator line? Look at it very well. If you look at it very well, from this area, the candle start to go up, started going up, forming and started going up. The price started rising from this area. That's why you say uptrend. Now, just for the benefit of a newbie, candle has a body and a wick. When you see the color red, it means sell. People are selling the coin. When you see it green, it means people are buying the coin. Now, when you see this wick that you see, it does not mean that there are few people that bought at this area. That's why you see it as weak. But more people are buying at this price. That's why you're seeing it having a body. Right? Green candle grows from the bottom to the top like this. But red candle starts to grow from the top to the bottom like this. This is just a summary of candles. Now, although we only indicators helps us to tell us what the candles looks, what are the trend of the candles. Now you see 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom, uptrend. Now you know how to identify downtrend and uptrend. Now, if you have a downtrend, let's say you are trading, you want to check a trade and you see it on a downtrend, how do you go about it? How do you go about it? Now, what you do is, I'm only going to teach, I'm not going to use the stochastic today. It's for our next class. That's when I finish talking about the Bollinger Band, that's when we'll now combine the three. I'm only concerned with auto Fibonacci today. Now, this is a downtrend. When you want to pick a trade, there are two types of traders: the patient one and the averagely patient one, and the impatient person. The impatient person wants to, no, he cannot wait. The average person can wait to some extent. While the one that is completely a patient person, he can wait for a long period of time because he knows what he's doing, and he knows these are the kind of people that you see 160%, 100%, even 50%. But the question is, you have to be patient to get such kind of percentage, right? You see some people, they cannot wait. They want 3%, they're out. They can't wait. They want it to quickly sell. If you are an average person, I will show you what you're supposed to do here. If you're a patient person, I'll also show you how you can pick a trade. Just like you can see today, somebody is complaining on the group. It's gonna because he's an averagely patient trader. Now, anytime you want to pick a coin on a downtrend, the secret you're going to hear today, pay attention to it. It will help you a lot. Are you guys still following me?
Yes,
If you're
sir.
still following, type a one
Yes, sir.
on the chat
Yeah.
box. Okay,
Yeah.
somebody has done it. Somebody has done it. If you're still following, if you're following, type a yes on the chat box. Type a yes on the chat box. Okay. I can see King. I can see King Adeyemi. He understand what I'm talking about. Wow, impressive. Now, if you want to pick a coin on a downtrend, 0 at the bottom, 100 at the top, you don't need to look at what is the trend of the candle. Once you bring the indicator and you're seeing 0 at the bottom, 100 at the top, downtrend. There are 3 key areas, right? There are 3 key areas. I think I need to take out this. Take out this. There are 3 key areas. If it's a downtrend, there are 3 key resistance areas that the candle can go and touch. The first one is this black line, which is the 38.2% line, right? You use your price range. Some of us might not know how to use price range. Like in our last class, I showed you guys how you can bring in your price range, your horizontal line, your vertical line, your trend line on the favorite. If you don't know it, go back and watch the previous lesson on the secret of stochastic RSI to get to know it. You tap on your horizontal line. When you tap on it, you can play around with this. You see it? When I just put my hand, I can play around with this like this. Bring it to the 50% line. This is the 50% line. Tap on it once, it will appear on your screen. And I can change the color of the horizontal line. I'll just go to this place. Yeah. Tap on it once. I tap on the color blue. I want it to be blue. I'm done with that. I come back again, I pick the price range, drag it to the 61.8% line, tap on it once. I change the color to, let's see, green. Let me use this green. No, let me use this, sorry. Let me use red. Now you see, you can also change the thickness of the line. Thickness of the line, like this. Tap on the, when you want to change the thickness, you just tap on this px, 3px, and change it to 4, 2, or 1. That's it. Change the thickness. Now these are the 3 key areas the candle can go and hit. Right? From here, if it's moving, you can come back and hit this, or hit this, or hit this area. Come down. These are the 3 key areas if it's a downtrend that it will hit. Well, the first resistance it will hit is this 38.2% line. But that's when it's on 0% line. No? When it's on 0% line. Those are the 3 key areas it will hit. So now, if you are an average trader, an averagely patient trader, what do? I will start with an averagely patient trader. Now, if you see it, I think I'll just go and look for, let me use this as an example first before I move to another. Now, this one has gone below the 0% line, right? It has gone below the 0% line. Now, how do you measure? Pick your price range. Measure from the current price up to 8.2% line. But if you see it, that's if you see it at 0% line, sorry. If you see it on this 0% line here, I'll pick a trade now. Here, right? You measure from that area to 38.2% line. That's where it can hit. But if you are an average patient trader, just measure to 23% line and you get out of your market trade. Or you measure to this area and you are out of it. Never go to the 50 because you are an average, you don't have that patience to wait. Because sometimes you might hit this place and come down again. So the first resistance is the 38.2. So you just measure to 38.2, 12%. Remember that our take profit maximum is 5%. So you can just enjoy your 5% and you're out. You're good to go. But if you're an averagely patient crypto trader, just measure to this 38.2. It's not up to you. Some people are impatient. If you're an impatient person, don't go beyond 5%, you're out, 5% you're out, 3% you're out. That's my advice. Don't stay long in the market. Now, this coin, when you see it as a downtrend here, you see it as a downtrend on the 0% line, it has the power. It has the power to go, once it closes above the 38.2, it will still come and touch the 50%. Resistance, come down again and come back and touch the 61.8% line. These are the three key resistance. When I say resistance, as it's going up, as the candle is growing up, this might force it to come down. This area. I repeat, an average crypto trader. I don't want to 1 day, 2 days, I'm complaining my coin has not sold. Just go and pick. You can see, even if I get 11%, I will just pick my 5% and I'm out. Even if I'm seeing 20%, I take my 5% and you're out. But some people take 11, you can see. It has the power to come and touch the 38.2% line. But the question now is, do you have the patience to wait? I repeat, if you're an average trader, I'm still stressing this because I know some people's mind, emotion, this trading is all about emotion. Just measure to the 38.2% line. You can see we're having 12%, and I take my 5% and I'm out. But a very patient person who is completely patient, this trade can come and touch 50. Can also touch the 61.8. Somebody can measure and go and relax and remain patient to wait. You can see if I measure to that 61.8, what do you see? I have 19.9%. So you remain, once you pick your trade and you go and relax because you have margin calls that covers for 30% if you're using Magic 1. So you just relax once you pick your trade and relax in power. Averagely patient person suffer at 8.2%. Even if it's going to be 12%, take your 5%, you're out. But somebody that has that patience, this trade has the power to go. Now, once you see it close, the candle closes above 61.8% area. I'm talking about this. You see the candle close above. Even if it come down, it will go and touch this 100. Once the candle close above 61.8%, I repeat, these are some of the secrets that maybe probably some of us here might know it. Most of us here might know it. But for the benefit of newbie, once you see a candle close the body, not the wick. I'm not saying the wick. I am talking about the body of the candle halfway. It closes above 61.8%. Even if you see the candle come down, it will go back and touch this 100%. This is just a secret of downtrend, trading downtrend. These are the key areas it will touch. Once you see it close 61.8, it will go and touch this 100%. Right? What are these lines that you're seeing here? This line, horizontal lines that you're seeing, are support and resistance. It has helped us, the indicators that has helped us to draw it for us. That's how IPT Multi-Motion International trade. This indicates, if you look at these lines, they are horizontal support and resistance. The indicator has helped us to draw the lines so that we don't need to stress ourselves to draw lines, right? Now, that's it. These are the secret of a downtrend. Now, we are going to the uptrend. Let's go to the uptrend and use Acro for example. Now, this is an uptrend, Acro on 4 hour. Now, I see that if you see it 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom, uptrend. Now, how do you trade uptrend? What are the resistance? These are the 3 key resistance, the same thing. We have the 38.2, we have the 50, we have the, oh, sorry, I think I've not said something on that downtrend. We still have something to talk about there. Let me go quickly go back. Now, if the trade is below the 0 line, sometimes you might find a trade here. Where do you measure to? When you see a trade at this area, you measure to this. Let's say you meet the trade here. You measure to the 23.6% line as the resistance. That's how you take profit. It has the power to go back to the 0 line, but measure to 23 points and you're out. Anytime you see a trade below the 0 line. But if it is below the 0 line and is on this area here, as you can see, you can measure to the 0 line and you're out. This is the resistance and this is the support. This area is the support. Let me use my line to show you. This area is the support and this area is the resistance. Right? So once you see a trade below the 0 line, all you just need to do is pick your price range, measure from anywhere. Like in this case, now you see it has gone below the 23. I can measure to the 23% line here, and I'm out. 3.5% and I'm out. If it's below the 0 line, if it's at the 23.6% line here, measure to the 0 line, which is the resistance, and you're out. You want to take your percentage and you're out. Sometimes when you see it at the 61.8, sometimes you see it pump. These are for the patient ones to want to touch this area. For all these percentage take profits, the best of the best is to take 5% you're out, 5% you're out. It's just for those that are very patient. Now those are kind of people that really enjoy the percentage take profit. I want to believe I've done justice to the downtrends. We'll move to the uptrend. When you see a trade on an uptrend, 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom, these 3 key areas again are the areas it will touch before it continues. These are the 3 key areas it will touch. Now, because it's changed, let me change this color to blue, change this one to red. Now, when you see an uptrend, you wait to pick a trade at the 50% line or the 61.8% line. This thing, don't pick it at 38. Pick it at 50 or 61% line. Sometimes you see a trade go below it. Once you see a trade, allow the candle to come and touch this area, this 50 or 60, or this area before you pick it, or before you pick it. If it doesn't touch, don't pick. Go and there are plenty coins there. Now, when you pick it, where do you measure your take profit to? You measure to the 23% line. For example, now a trade comes to touch here. Let's say this 50. Measure from here to the 23 point to the line. That's maximum. You want to get out quickly. That's where you measure to. Even if it go beyond 10, if you're a kind of person that cannot be patient, take your 5% and you're out. That's it. Because once you see an uptrend, as it goes like this, it will want to retrace to 50% line or 61 before you now continue the journey uptrend. Thereby having what is called double top, which we'll also talk about as time goes on. This is an uptrend. If it's an uptrend, where do you measure your take profit to? Allow it to come and touch the 61.8 or the 50% line. Measure your take profit to the 23.6%. And you're out. Let me show you. I think it's this. Now, once a candle, whether it's 1 day or 4 hour, the other one I see, once it closes above the 61.8% line, it can go to touch the 100. Now, in this uptrend here, once you see a candle come down to touch the 61 or the 50, like in this case, and it goes up to go and close above the, you can say like in this case, close above 23, it will have the power. It has the power to go up to go and touch the 38 here. This thing here. When I was looking at yesterday, this afternoon, when I posted the signal of Akuru, this was what happened. Once you see if it's an uptrend, once the candle closes above the 23% line, 23.6% line, it has the power to go and touch the 38. But the question is, do you have the patience to wait? If you don't have the patience to wait, take your 5% and you're out. Take your 3% and you're out. I think I will just summarize it again for the benefit of those that are slow learners. They really don't grab it quickly. If it's an downtrend, once you see a 0 at the top, at the bottom, 100 at the top, like in this case, you see 0 at the bottom, 100 at the top, it means it's a downtrend. And where you measure to in order to get up quickly, you measure to the 38.2% line. You don't, if the candle has gone to touch the 38.2% line, go and look for the one that is yet to go and touch. Pick, and when it's going, it touch and you're out. That's the first resistance. But for those that have that patience, it has the power to go and touch 61.8, and it has the power to touch the 50. Once the candle closes above the 61.8% line, even if you see it come down, it will go and touch the 100. It now depends on, are you patient to wait to take your profits? I will pick it, go through coins and show you samples, examples. If it's below the 0% line, if it's below the 0% line, let's say it's on minus 61.8, you measure to the 23. If it has not gone below the 23, you can measure to 0 and your take profit will be there. That's just the summary of this. Then if it's an uptrend, if you're using the Fibonacci, this is 1 4 hour, you allow the candle to come, and sometimes some trade are sexy and tempting. Allow the candle, if it's an uptrend, allow it to come and touch the 50 or the 61. That is where we pick the trade, so that when it's going up, you're out quickly. And if you see that this kind of Akuro is not giving, there are plenty coin there. You measure from there, you measure your take profit to 23.6% line. As you can see, 23.6% line as your stop in area. Once the candle closes above the 23.6% line, like in this case, as you can see, it has the power to go and touch the 38.2% line. Once you see it has the power to go and touch this area. Once you see it close, like in this case, you see it close. Mostly this works in the longer time frame, 4 hours and 1 day. See it goes up and go and touch. That's it. These are just the summary of the secret of auto Fibonacci. If you understand this very well, And let's couple with the fact that you know stochastic and you know to Bollinger Band, anytime you need it, you just lie down and pick your trades. You don't need to depend on anyone for signal. I think today we've come to the end of this section. We'll just go through example samples and see where we can identify. You can see this is 1 day. And if this candle, this is SLP, observe this trade from now tomorrow and next tomorrow. If this candle closes above the 61.88, it will go back and come and touch the 100. You see the body of, I'm not saying the week, remember, I did not say the week. I said what? I didn't say the week. I said the body of the candle. Once you see it close, you can see it's playing around. It is playing around the 61.8. Once you can remaining what? Remaining 2 hours 49 minutes to close. Once it closes, it has the power. Even if it comes down, I'm not saying if it closes, it goes straight direct. Sometimes it goes, but if you see it come down a bit, it will go back and touch if you're patient. This is just a 1 day. And as you can see, this is the downtrend. And I say what if it's a downtrend, you measure to your 38. You can see if you have measured to your 38.2, let's say you meet this trade here. If you have met this trade here, what do you see? If you have met the trade here, let's say here, and you measure your 38, you see, you would have taken your 3.7% in your house. But for those that are very patient, you can see this is a daily candle that form every day. You can see you would have taken your 3.7% in your house. But those that are very patient, extremely patient trader that wants to take, you can see you don't take your 7% here. But in the next 2 days, not in the very first day, the other person gets out of the trade. You can see if it's a downtrend, I say it has the power to go and touch this 60. You can see it has touched. That's it. This is just the sample. Let's see. I think Shiba Inu. This is another trade, Shiba Inu. This is 1 day, right? This is 1 day. If this candle closes above the 38.23.6, as you can see, this is the daily candle. It forms every 24 hours. Yeah, if it closes above the 23.6, it has the power to go and touch this area. Check and monitor this trade and see for yourself. That's Shiba Inu on 1 day. This is 4 hours. I say once you see a trade and it goes up, if it comes down to touch 50, you can see it has touched 50. If your take profit is measured to go and touch here, you would have been out of the trade. This is why I say you measure to 23.6 and you're out. You would have been out of the trade. Now, I say if you see it touch the 50 or the 61.8% line, and the candle grew to go and close above the 23, you can see it come and touch the 50. It came to touch the 50 and now started going up. It has formed a candle above 23, so it will have the power to go and touch here. So it's not up to you to measure from this place and see, okay, how much can you take? But is the best of the best way to pick a trade is when you see it touch here or here, so that you not find yourself in a floating loss or take a long time for you to be out of the trade. That's it. Remember, take profit 3%, 5%, you're out. If you're a kind of patient person, that's when you can take your good percentage using this tactics. However, we are not relying on only into Fibonacci. That's why we need what we talked about the stochastic as well as now we are talking about Fibonacci. The next class we'll be talking about Bollinger Band. If you have these 3 indicators and you understand it very well, and my brother, you keep smiling every day. My brother and sister, you keep smiling every day. So I will go straight to your chart and answer your question. So somebody say, so sad, my network is very unstable, disconnecting me from the learning and things. Okay, sorry about that. You will get the recording on the YouTube channel. Okay, you will get the, let me see. Somebody says, okay. You can drop your question on the chat. I can't see any question on the chat. It means I want to believe that everybody understands what I've just shared. If you have any question, you can unmute yourself and ask. We are now in the last phase of the class, question and answer. Somebody, I think I saw a question where somebody says, can he connect RoyalQ to Binance? Of course, you can connect your RoyalQ to your Binance. You can. Yes, King Joseph.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, I As he said is something, I just wanted to understand how those price tag was being assigned to those support so that I'll be able to set my. I don't know how you bring those in. My network wasn't to that stable. How you bring
What do you
in
mean price range?
the price range, and I know you go to technical and type something, is it auto Fibonacci and all that. But my own price range, when I type on that, the figure you gave me wasn't as clear as yours, as in 0 or 100 and all that.
Auto Fibonacci setting, you watch the recording of this session, you'll be able to set up your Auto Fibonacci.
All right, sir.
If you have not gotten it, I know you very well. You're in my personal group. Once you pick the recording of this session, watch it over again. I have explained how you can set it up. Set it up. If you are talking about price range, horizontal line, trend line, all these things, you find it on the previous secret of stochastic RSI. I talked about it there. I don't want to repeat myself because I want to end this class 10:30. So I want to accommodate as much question as I can before that time. So you watch the recording to set up your Auto Fibonacci. I want to believe you now know how to use stochastic.
Yes, sir.
So watch the recording to set up your Auto Fibonacci.
Okay, sir.
So King Abbas.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, please, my question is about the timing below the charts.
I think you need to increase your volume. I'm not hearing you very clearly.
My question about the timing below the charts that indicates 1 hour, 1 week, 30 minutes, and so on. Please, sir, I want to ask if the 1 hour means that the trade is going to sell for just 1 hour, or the trade is going to sell for just 1 day, or the trade is going to sell for just 1 week.
Okay, I get your question. See, what the question you're asking, nobody can tell you when a trade will close. Your technical analysis is just to help you to reduce the number of days. How, if you do it very well, it will make sure that you don't stay long in that trade. But nobody can tell you that this trade will close 10 minutes past 9 or 20 minutes past 10 or in 20 minutes time. That 1 hour is telling you the activity that is going on that trade in 1 hour. People that are using Binance to buy and sell that coin, what is happening in 1 hour time frame? If you're using 4 hours, what is happening in 4 hours? If you're using 1 day, what is happening in 1 day? If you're using 1 hour, candle form every 1 hour. It's not as if that trade can close within 1 hour. Of course, sometimes, just like in the case of Akura I posted, it depends on what you look at on that trade, and also fundamentals. Although we have a special class for fundamentals, how you can go and check CPI, how you can check the unemployment rate, how does it affect the market? Like you can see today, I posted a signal on the group and you just take within 1 hour and sold. Because I already anticipate that the CPI is going to be good, and I already do my technical analysis. So when you see fundamental and technical speaking the same language, saying that yes, the market will blow, once you pick a trade, you can see it will close within a short period of time. That's when the two things are speaking the same language, fundamental and technical. But when you pick a trade on now 1 hour, it will sell quickly, but it depends on anyhow you analyze. It depends on the function of how you analyze the coin. What you look at before you enter that trade. Trading is timing. What time did you enter that trade? That's one. And when you pick a trade in any of the time frame, it doesn't mean that it will close that particular time frame. But if you do your technical analysis very well, just like I just show you guys, your trade should not stay long for it to stay. And even if it does stay long, because you make money downtrend and uptrend, you'll be making money downtrend while you wait for the coin to sell. Instead of you waiting for the coin without selling because you're trading with a lower margin calls, there you are using 20 margin calls, it will keep buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling continuously for you, pending when you do not completely sell off. I want to believe I've answered your question.
I get it very clear now. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, King Moscow, King Kudu, Muhammad Kudu.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, sir. It's Mahmoud.
Oh, Mahmoud, don't worry, we'll talk. I think you want to buy your
Alright.
seat.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, we'll talk. After the class, we can have a Zoom session with you.
All right.
Okay, King Greg Onechi.
Yes, I wanted to ask. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good
I'm
evening.
very new here. I want to ask if you can actually use only this Fibonacci retracement to analyze and
You can even trade without indicator. You get, but the question now is for a new starter. When the three indicators are speaking the same language, it's better off than you just using one. Do you get? You can actually trade with this auto Fibonacci, but the question now is, are you very good in it? If you are, you can actually do that, provided that you're using margin calls. But the best of the best way to trade using T-Motion International tactics is to make sure the three indicators we are going to share with you guys, they speak the same language before you enter the trade. So just so you should quickly get out of the market. If you want to trade with the Fibonacci alone, if you're not considering the stochastic, where is it going to? Is it going to the buy region? That way, you can also enter a trade, but you don't want to stay long in the market. Your goal is to ensure that you take your profit quickly and you get out. That's why we are using three indicators. The next class we'll be talking about Bollinger Band. There are 5 ways of using that Bollinger Band, a very powerful indicator. And we are not just using indicator to trade. It is the trend of the candles that tells us when the indicators is helping us to interpret it, making our work easy. My own recommendation, I don't recommend somebody to use only one indicator to trade. Thank you. Have I answered your question? Okay. Moscow. King Moscow.
Mahmoud.
King Moscow, you can unmute yourself and ask question. Okay, I think King Moscow is not ready. King Moscow is not ready, and I want to believe I don't have a question. Okay, so I can see questions coming up on there. Okay, you see, okay, I've answered your question. Please, can you use only the Fibonacci retracement? You can, like I say, I don't recommend somebody using only one indicator to trade. Use the 3 indicators of which you're going to share with you guys. At least now, you guys now understand auto Fibonacci, and you now understand stochastic. Remain one more. So once somebody said, please mute yourself, please.
So is Moscow?
Okay, Moscow, what's your question?
Yes, my question is, it didn't concern auto Fibonacci, but what's the disadvantage of leaving your trade in a whole warehouse mode, where you couldn't, the trade has gone to an extent that you can't correct, they can't put it in real time strategy mode?
Coach Mo, please. Coach Mo.
I can hear you.
Please, I think we have a video on the why royalty is a precious jewel that will talk about warehouse mode, sub-B mode, and sub-B mode.
Exactly. Yes, I think he needs to watch that video so that you get a better understanding.
Just share it on the group.
Just request for it on the group, or you check the YouTube channel. You see it there. Okay. All right. All right.
Somebody say how to make numbers appear. Watch the video again. Watch the recording of this session. Please, could you please drop the video on the YouTube channel? Okay, Coach Mo, can you drop the YouTube link on the chat and also on the WhatsApp group so that people will subscribe and go and watch the videos?
Okay, I'm doing that now. Please, just a quick announcement. If you're watching this video now and you are finding values
on all our videos, please and please kindly like and subscribe, because we really need you to subscribe. Why? Because it will make our videos go viral. Thank you very much.
I don't think there's any other question again in the chat box. We have done answering questions, and it just 10:25, and we promised to end this class 10:30. I'll just go straight again to summarize it before we end the class, and also pick some examples. If you go to, let's say, vet, let me pick this bat. My trading view is misbehaving. This is an example of bat. See a bat on 4 hour, 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day. That's where we trade. See bat, it has come to touch what? The 50% line. You see it? It is an uptrend. It has come to touch the 50% line. You see it? Now, if you pick this trade when it touched the 50% line, you are using magic what? You are using magic 1 that covers for 30%. It means that if the trade does not come down to this place, you see, 30. If it doesn't come down to it, you'll not be out of the market. We have a reason why we are doing that. You see it? If it doesn't come to this place, this area, you are not out of the market. 30% dip. That's 1. Number 2, you see it? If you are measuring to the 23 point, you see, if you enter here, we see if it's an uptrend, you measure to what? You would have taken your cool 3%. And you're out. You would have been out of this trade with your 3%. So it means if you're taking your 3%, if the trade misbehave, something happen in the market, fundamental come to sky, and you'll be making money here. That's why we are making money uptrend and downtrend. You're making money here. Pending when it will now go up and now you are sell. Let's see something happen. That's why we're using margin calls. Let's see something happen. Just like in the case, was it last 3 or 4 or 5, 3 months where Grensler was misbehaving with Binance, saying that he wants to sue Binance. But people started selling their coin. At that point, you will be making money here. Any green candle that form here, you'll be making money. Why you now wait for recovery and you're out? Now you see, this is why we say you should measure to 23% line when you're out. Now you can see this trade has closed above the 23% line. If you are on this call today, but go and check it out. If you like, don't trade it, but go and, I'm not saying you should trade it because I'm not using stochastic to check. I'm not using Bollinger Band to confirm. But this is an uptrend. You see, it's an uptrend going up. It has closed above what? The 23.6%. I'm not saying that. Some people will be thinking that I said, just point of correction, I did not say if it closed above 23% line, it will go straight. Sometimes you see it come down again, but definitely we go and touch this 38.2 minus 38.2. Sometimes you see it come down, go up, come down, go up, come down. It will definitely go and touch it once you see it close above 23% line. And sometimes you see that this auto Fibonacci, sometimes you find out that if you see it an uptrend, you should now change to downtrend. If you pick it here, even if you change to downtrend, don't worry yourself. Once you see it close about 23.6% line, pick what you're supposed to pick, set the robot the way you're supposed to set, and go and relax yourself. Thank you. I think we'll pick one more example, then we'll call it a day. It's already 10:29. I think we'll close the session. Next time we meet will be centered on the next topic will be centered on secret of Bollinger Band. If you watch these 3 series, you should not have any problem with picking coin yourself. You should become independent of signals. If you watch this series, today is season 2, series 2, episode 2 of it. On Sunday, you will get Bollinger Band, the 4 to 5 ways of using Bollinger Band. And on Monday, we will now show you how you can use the 3 of them to pick a trade. Coach Mo, you have anything to say?
No, I think everything is fine, but I would like to please to everyone. See what Coach Salisu is doing here is for you guys to get the right knowledge, because the knowledge here is the most important. It's not the money you're using to trade. Imagine when you have the money, but you don't have the right knowledge or the right skills to trade. If you can focus and pay attention to all his teachings, rewatch the recordings, come back to the Zoom, ask questions, keep asking questions until you get it right. I am telling you, the money on crypto is too much that only you can't take it all. Just take your own share and leave. There are lots of money there to make, but do you have the right skills to take your own share? So please, thank you so much for coming out, finding out time to come and hear what we have to say. And I keep pleading, don't forget to like and subscribe on our channel, because it makes all our videos go viral. So thank you once again, and I think I am done with what I have to say. Uncle Salis, over to you, please.
Okay, and also after liking and subscribing, don't hesitate or to drop your comments on the comment section, your opinion, what you think about any video you watch. Drop it on the comment section. Ibrahim Baba Muhammad. Ibrahim, is it Ibrahim Ladan? Ibrahim Baba? Ibrahim Baba Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please send me a message. Send me a message on my WhatsApp as soon as I end the call.
You said?
Send me a message on WhatsApp.
Okay, sir.
All right, good night, everyone. Thank you very much. See you in the next session.
Good night.
Good
Yeah.
night, sir.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
Coach.
Thank
Good
you very
night.
much.
Thank you.
Good night. See you next time.
Good night. Thank you so much. May God bless you.
Bless you
Hey.
too.
My coach, thank you so much. Good night.